Starting pushback.
Hello YouTube, it's Supernova and today we're looking at pushback, taxi and lineup with the Bombardier Dash 8 in X-Plane 11.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Prop condition levers, max. Propeller RPM is now set to its maximum position of 1020 RPM. The maximum position is used for taxi and takeoff. The prop indicator on the engine display should settle at 660 RPM. If the levers do not advance, continue to the next step. The levers will move forward before we start to taxi. As propeller RPM increases, the AC generator lights on the caution and warning panel go out. The two AC generators mounted on the propeller reduction gearbox supply variable frequency AC power. The AC power is supplied to the left and right AC buses. AC power is available when the condition levers are in the minimum to maximum range, and the Gen 1 and Gen 2 switches on the AC control panel are on. The number 1 and number 2 AC Gen caution lights illuminate if the generator fails. If a generator fails, the remaining generator is capable of carrying the AC electrical load, with the exception of galley power. Flaps. Set indicating. The normal takeoff flap setting is 5 degrees. Auto feather. Select. With auto feather selected, the auto feather system will feather a failed engine. A feathered engine has its propeller pitch almost perpendicular to the airflow to reduce drag. In most cases, propeller rotation will stop. Fuel pumps on. The auxiliary fuel pumps assist the engine-driven fuel pumps during takeoff and landing. Standby hydraulic pump on. The electrically driven standby hydraulic pump operates as a backup to the number 1 hydraulic system during takeoff and landing phases, or if the number 1 engine fails. PTU control on. The power transfer unit, or PTU, is powered by the number 1 hydraulic system and operates as a backup to the number 2 hydraulic system. Rudder, full travel. Rudder travel is indicated on MFD1. Flight taxi. Taxi. In the taxi position, the inboard and outboard spoilers are retracted. PFD, MFD, ED, checked. At this point we verify autopilot, navigation and altimeter settings. Select the runway heading using the heading knob on the autopilot control panel. To set the autopilot airspeed, press the indicated airspeed button and rotate the wheel to set IAS to 160 knots. Ice protection, as required. Outside air temperature is shown on the engine display. If OAT is 10 degrees or less, and if there is visible moisture, ice protection should be considered. The ice detection system uses probes to detect icing conditions. Ice detection information is displayed on the flight deck. Bleed air is used to operate inflatable boot sections on the leading edges of the wings, horizontal and vertical stabilizers, and nacelle inlets. The airframe mode selector has 4 positions: off, slow, fast, and manual. In the off position, the automatic boot sequencer is off. In the slow position, automatic sequencing of de-ice boots uses a 3-minute cycle. In the fast position, automatic sequencing of de-ice boots uses a 1-minute cycle. In the manual position, dual distributor valves, or DDV, and heated check valve heaters are activated manually. Only the off and fast positions are currently implemented. The airframe manual selector has 8 positions. In the boot detent positions, individual boots can be inflated by energizing the related DDV. The boot air switch has 2 positions. In the normal position, the isolator shutoff valve is energized open, and the left and right bleed air systems are connected. In the ISO position, the isolator shutoff valve is closed, and the left and right bleed air systems are isolated. In this position, boots must be selected manually. The prop selector has 3 positions: test, off, and on. The test position is not implemented. In the off position, propeller heaters are not energized. In the on position, propeller heaters are controlled by the Time Monitor Control Unit, or TMCU. Temperature must be less than 5 Celsius. The prop's advisory light is green when the related propeller heaters are energized. The windshield heat switch has 3 positions: off, warm up, and normal. In the off position, both windshield heaters are off. In the warm up position, both windshields are heated. In the normal position, the pilot's windshield is heated. The normal position is not currently implemented. Taxi light as desired. Transponder TCAS Alt on. To set the transponder to standby, press the side key. Then to enter the desired transponder code, rotate the inner and outer tune knobs. Release the brakes. Brakes, check. When in motion, briefly apply the brakes to verify correct operation. Altimeters, QNH set. Takeoff power setting, NTOP. NTOP is not fully simulated. Flying controls, full, free. anti-collision, white. In this position, the upper and lower white anti-collision lights come on. Landing flare lights on. The approach and flare lights are outboard of each nacelle. The flare lights are angled downward to light the runway during the landing flare. Pitot static switches on. The pitot static switches should be on during flight. The standby 1 and 2 pitot static port switches have two positions, off and on. In the off position, the probe heater is not energized. In the alternate position, the associated probe heater is heated and its caution light extinguishes. Flight taxi, flight. The flight position must be selected for takeoff. In this position, inboard and outboard spoilers extend on touchdown. The switch automatically moves to the flight position when the power levers are advanced to a position greater than flight idle plus 12 degrees. We are now ready to enter the runway. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe.